So today I am here and I'm inside another girl's game. Oops. Well, today we're going to be playing Prison and I am not rank B, I'm just here. So we're playing on Hypercloud and I'll be back because I forgot to start my music that I will be playing in the background. Okay, so we got that done and now we are going to be doing a tag because I don't know what else to talk about while we are doing Prison. And I will do multiple videos of this if you would like. I don't think we should always do Cakecraft because people might get just really bored of it. So right now I'm on rank E. Oh, one sec. Well, I don't think I can do this while I'm recording. Yeah, I can't. I'll do this after I'm done recording. Sorry, I'm listening to my music and it's actually really catchy. I listen to Pandora and I'm just listening to it in the background. So, first question. What TV shows did you grow up watching? I loved to grow up and watch. I watched Teletubbies when I was younger, and it's one of those. I started watching. They have it on Netflix, and I'm like, why did I enjoy the show? Because it's one of those shows that only little kids understand, because it is its own made-up language. And I also grew up watching a bunch of Disney, and I love Disney. I'll never be too old to Disney. No, not this song. Be right back. Okay, that's better. Oh, right when I started to record, apparently it decided to restart. So let's just keep going. What do you want to be? What did you want to be when you grew up, and what do you still want to be? I mean, right now I'm a very small YouTuber with 5+ subscribers. And then I wanted to be some type of doctor or a teacher, and I still might want to be a teacher. I just don't know. But I know I really want to make a difference in the world. And if I'm a teacher, I want to be a fun teacher. I don't want to be one of the teachers that everyone hates. Mrs. Thomas. Show a video or no. What were your favorite toys to play with when you were younger? I loved dolls and stuffed animals. I still have a bunch of them. I really liked to play with, I used to not dress up, but I used to just throw on my dresses because I loved dresses. I still do love dresses, just my friends don't really know it because I never wear the dresses. What is one of the most embarrassing things that you remember doing? When I was younger at the pool. It's not the most embarrassing, but it's definitely one of them. Oh, lag. We were playing sharks and minnows, and I I turned around and saw someone swimming towards the other side, and I jumped in. I thought it was my friend Johnny. No, it was just this random kid that wasn't even playing. So everyone kind of made fun of me for the rest of the day. Another embarrassing thing I remember doing was asking a guy out in a note. Doesn't help that he was a really good friend of mine, and he was a really good friend of all my friends. So, that. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. Everything I have from kindergarten is in storage right now, so I can't really do that. 3 songs you love to listen to when you were a child. Anything from Mamma Mia. My grandma and I and my cousin used to always listen to it in the car. And inside, you know how sometimes inside the CD covers, in that pamphlet, they have the lyrics in them? For 3 years, probably more, I always looked at that to figure out the lyrics because I just couldn't figure out the lyrics. Eventually, my cousin asked me, "Why do you always look at that?" I'm like, "Because the lyrics are in it." And she's like, "What?" And she would never really give it back after that. I told her that. Um, just because, yeah. So that, and then, what was one funny thing you dressed up for as Halloween when you were younger? I dressed up as the Lorax one year. I dressed up as Cookie Monster one year. You can also go find these out in KitCraft episode number 6, I believe, which I just posted, I believe, yesterday. What was one or no? Tell a funny story or something you remember that happened when you were younger. I mean, you more than you think I do. I don't know if you can hear my music in the background. I hope you can, because it's amazing music. I listen to Pandora like 24/7. But a funny story of something that happened, or it was, I don't really know much. I mean, I always, one year when I went to the zoo with my family, we went over to the penguins, and I accidentally called them zebras. I accidentally called zebras or penguins zebras. How? I don't even know, and my hair is so soft right now. I'm sorry if the narration is really bad or audio. That's what it's called. It's called audio. Way to go. There are there any special things you've kept from when you were a child? What? I mean, special thing. Oh, I always kept all my baby doll stuff, and I always hid all my stuffed animals when all my friends were coming over, and I was quite a little mean child because I would not share my dolls or that. What was something weird you used to do as a child? I used to call airplanes helicopters and helicopters airplanes. No matter how many times someone called, no matter how many times someone tried to correct me, I kept doing it till I was 5. And when someone sneezed, I always used to say "bless you" instead of just "bless you." I always had to put that "k" on the front. And that's how I wrote it too. I wrote it with a C, "bless you." And then, what's the scariest thing you remember happened to you when you were younger? I got in a really bad car accident when I was 4, and I had PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, till I will always still have it, but I finished therapy 3 months ago, and I was really happy, and it was really awesome, and my pickaxe is gonna die soon. And then also one year for Halloween, the neighbors, one of them was wearing a scary mask in front of their house and just sitting by the candy, and I thought it was fake. So I went over and got candy, and she scared me half to death when she moved. And then the last one is, how is the world different from how it was like when you were a child? iPads and iPhones did not exist. You got to go outside and play. I mean, and I don't think kids should be getting phones till they are about entering middle school or junior high or whatever you call it. Believing, dreaming is believing. And so that's what I believe. And another good memory was when I lived in this special neighborhood. Over half the population of that neighborhood was kids, and that was awesome. And I used to play with like these two specific little girls. They were both older than me, but I like always got along with them, and I miss them. They still both live in the same neighborhood, but I moved a couple years ago, and so now, but we had a ginormous 4th of July party every year, and five. I went 5 years in a row. This year was one of the first years I haven't gone, but all 5 years it always started to downpour, and I just found that hilarious. So I think that's going to be all for this episode of prison tag. One sec, tag. Um, but so I'm going to go sell this stuff. Okay. So, I'll see you next episode.